Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We're going to begin with that sweeping new guidance from the federal government about when people do and don't need to wear masks to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Tonight, President Biden and the CDC say starting now, Americans who have been fully vaccinated no longer need to wear masks outside unless they're in large crowds. Health officials are also relaxing several other guidelines, specifically for people who have gotten their shots. The changes are being rolled out now in part as a way to encourage more Americans to sign up for those vaccine appointments. That's because while more than a third of adults in the U.S. are now fully vaccinated, the number of people signing up for shots has dropped dramatically in the past few weeks. Actually, 7 states say with demand dropping, they aren't even using all of the doses that have been given to them. Tonight, experts warn without more of those Americans vaccinated, the pandemic will continue and in some places could even get worse again. We have 2 reports tonight on that new mask mandate and on those concerns about growing vaccine hesitancy. CBS's Ed O'Keefe is going to lead off our coverage tonight from the White House. Good evening, Ed.
Good evening, Nora. The president is touting these changes as yet another reason why people who haven't been vaccinated should, saying the decision is rooted in science and that by loosening the restrictions, life is one step closer to normal, at least for those who've gotten their shots. President Biden walked outside to make his remarks wearing a mask, but walked away without one, signaling the change in federal guidance.
Starting today, if you're fully vaccinated and you're outdoors and not in a big crowd, you no longer need to wear a mask.
The CDC now says that outside, fully vaccinated people can exercise, attend small gatherings, or eat at a restaurant unmasked. But they should still be worn by unvaccinated people at outdoor gatherings or when eating outside. And masks are still recommended for everyone at crowded outdoor events like parades or at the ballpark.
The fact that our case rates are now starting to come down motivated our change in guidance.
The CDC says that all people, regardless of vaccination, should still wear masks indoors, anywhere but at home.
Less than 10% of documented transmission in many studies have occurred outdoors. We also know that there's almost a 20-fold increased risk of transmission in the indoor setting and the outdoor setting.
Public health officials hope their decision will convince more Americans to get vaccinated. Daily vaccinations are down 20% from their April 11th peak.
Go get the shot. It's never been easier.
And in a bid to boost vaccine participation among younger Americans, federal officials also said today they're allowing pharmacies participating in the federal vaccine program to lift state residency requirements. That means any college kids could get their shots away from home. Ed O'Keefe, CBS News, the White House.